Hello guys, today in this video I will be discussing the midpoint circle drawing algorithm. Now the algorithm, I will not go into the details of the algorithm, but I will just make sure that you know the very basic things that you will need to know in order to solve examples using the midpoint circle drawing algorithm. Okay, so first of all, as you know, in these algorithms you need a decision parameter. So our decision parameter, the initial decision parameter will be 1 minus the radius. Okay, after that we will denote the decision parameter as pk. Now if pk is less than 0, then the next point where we will put our pixel, that will be xk plus 1 and yk. Okay, and our next decision parameter, that is decision parameter pk plus 1, will be equal to pk plus 2x k plus 1 plus 1. Okay, but this is one instance, and the second instance is if pk is greater than equal to 0, then we will have pk plus 1 as pk plus 2x k plus 1 plus 1 minus 2y k plus 1. Okay, and in that case the next point where we will put our pixel will be xk plus 1 and yk minus 1. Okay, so these you need to know in order to solve the numericals using the midpoint circle drawing algorithm. So now I will show you an example based on the midpoint circle drawing algorithm. So let's see the example. Our example says we need to draw a circle, okay, whose radius is 10 units. Okay, so only our radius has been given. So r is nothing but 10 units. This is the given part. Okay, now as the radius is only given and no center point has been given, therefore we can assume that the center point is at center. Okay, so our center is 0, 0. Let's assume that. Now we will, as we have assumed that the center is at 0, 0, therefore we can assume a first point on the first quadrant or the first octant, that is 0, 10 based on this radius. Okay, we have assumed a point on the perimeter of the circumference of the circle, that is 0, 10. Okay, now what we will do, based on the radius we will calculate the initial decision parameter, that is p0. p0 is 1 minus r, as I have already told, that is equal to 1 minus 10 equals to minus 9. Okay, so our initial decision parameter p0 is minus 9. Now what we will do, we will form a table. Okay, so we will form a table. Okay, now this will have iteration, this will have our decision parameter, this will have our x, and this will have our y. Okay, so initial iteration number 0. So our p here is minus 9, as you can see already here, and our initial points are 0 and 10. So we will write that here, 0 and 10. Okay, now we have to calculate the next pk, that is the next decision parameter. Before that we have already got one decision parameter. Based on that we can calculate our next xk and yk. Since it is negative, therefore our next point, that is the xk and yk, will be xk plus 1 and yk will remain as it is. So this will be 1 and this will be 10. So the y will remain same and the x will increment by 1. Now we will calculate our next pk. So p1, we will calculate p1. p1 will be equal to p0, that is p0 is nothing but minus 9 plus 2xk plus 1, that is 2 into 1 plus 1. This is equal to minus 6. Okay, so our second decision parameter will be minus 6. Now let's calculate the next xk and yk based on the pk. That will be equal to 2 and 10. Since it is negative, therefore x will increment, y will remain same. Now we will calculate the p2. That will be minus 6, that is p1 plus 2 into 2 plus 1, that will be equal to minus 1. So minus 1, this will be 2. Now 3. For 3 we will here increment x but remain that y will remain same, that is 10. Okay. Now let's calculate p3. p3 will be equal to minus 1 plus 2 into 3 plus 1, that is 6. So 6. Okay. Now let's calculate number iteration 4. Iteration 4 will be, this will increment by 1 but this will decrement by 1. Okay, because the previous decision parameter was positive. Now let's calculate the decision parameter for this step, that is p4. It will be 6 plus 2 into 4 plus 1, and since it's positive, therefore we will add a term, that is minus 2 into y, that is 9. This will be equal to minus 3. Okay, so minus 3. Now next one, this will increment, this will remain same. Okay, so now we will calculate p5. Okay, so we will calculate p5, that is equal to minus 3 plus 2 into 5 plus 1, that is equals to 8. Okay, so we will write here 8. Now next one, this is positive, that means this will increment, this will decrement, so 6 comma 8, and we will calculate our p6, that will be equal to 8 plus 2 into 6 plus 1 minus 2 into 8, because this was positive. Okay, so this will be equal to 5. So we will write here 5. This will increment, this will decrement, because this was positive. Now since here x and y both are same, so there is a condition to stop the iteration, that is when x will be greater than or equal to y. This will be the situation where we need to stop our iterations. So we will just stop here. Okay, so we will stop here. Now what we will do, this I have got the points for only one octant. Okay, each quadrant has 2 octants, so that means 4 quadrants will have 8 octants, and here we have got points for only 1 octant. That means the rest 7 octants are yet left to be found. Okay, the points in the rest 7 octants need to be found. Now that we will do now, so let's do it. Now finding the points in the other octants, there is a rule. Okay, so let's see the rule first. These are the 4 quadrants. Now we will divide each quadrant into 2 octant. Okay, so this becomes the this becomes the 8 octants. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. We have found the points for this octant, okay? That is in the form of x comma y. Now the rest of the octants, finding the points is very easy. How? The points we have found till now, that is in the form of xy. Okay, for the second octant, these points will just be reversed. That is, it will become y comma x. Okay, that is the points in the x coordinate will be reversed into the y coordinate, and the y coordinate will be swapped into the x coordinate. So that will become the points for the second octant. Similarly, for the third octant, it will have points y comma minus x. Okay, sorry, this will be minus y comma x, and this will become minus x comma y. Okay, for the fifth octant, it will be minus x comma minus y, and this will be minus y comma minus x. Okay, for the seventh octant, it will become y comma minus x, and this will become y comma minus x, and this will become x comma minus y. Okay, so in this form we will write the coordinates. So let's start. Just we have to remember this one. Okay, so let's start. Now we had the first octant points as 0, 10. So we have 0, 10, then we have 1, 10, then we have 2, 10, then we have 3, 10, 4, 9, 5, 9, 6, 8 and 7, 7. Okay, so for the second octant we will have the points as, this was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. Okay, so for the second octant we will have 10, 0, 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 9, 5, 8, 6, and this will remain same, 7, 7. For the third octant we will have minus 10, 0, minus 10, 1, minus 10, 2, minus 10, 3, minus 9, 4, minus 9, 5 and minus 8, 6. Okay, for the fourth octant we will have 0, 10, minus 1, 10, minus 2, 10, minus 3, 10, minus 4, 9, minus 5, 9 and minus 6, 8. Okay, now for the next, there is a fifth octant. Okay, and here we will also have this one as minus 7, 7. This one will also be minus 7, 7. For the fifth octant we will have 0, minus 10, minus 1, minus 10, minus 2, minus 10, minus 3, minus 10, minus 4, minus 9, minus 5, minus 9, minus 6, minus 8 and minus 7, minus 7. This one we will have 0, this one, the second octant, negative of the second octant. So minus 10, minus 10 comma 0, minus 10 comma minus 1, minus 10 comma minus 2, minus 10 comma minus 3, minus 9 comma minus 4, minus 9 comma minus 5, minus 8 comma minus 6, and this one minus 7 comma minus 7. This will remain same. So for two octants the last point will remain same. For these two octants it will remain same, for these two it will remain same, and for these two it will remain same. So finally for these two also it will remain same. Now finally we have the 7th and the 8th octants. So for the 7th octant we have y comma minus x, that means this one. So 10 comma 0, 10 comma minus 1, 10 comma minus 2, 10 comma minus 3, 9 comma minus 4, 9 comma minus 5, 8 comma minus 6, and finally 7 comma minus 7. And for the 8th octant, that is the last octant, we have 0 comma minus 10, 1 comma minus 10, 2 comma minus 10, 3 comma minus 10, 4 comma minus 9, 5 comma minus 9, 6 comma minus 8, and 7 comma minus 7. So these points when plotted in the graph will give you a complete circle. Okay, so this was the midpoint algorithm for drawing a circle, and if you find any problem in this, please do let me know in the comment section, and I will give a link to the midpoint circle drawing algorithm in details in the description section. You can always find it out from there, and stay tuned to my channel for my next videos in this course as well as in other courses, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Do like the videos, share them among your friends and let them know about my videos, and also support my channel. Thank you.